I'm Repzion's ex. Daniel has a very, very, very gift, honestly, if you will, of taking a situation that happened and he'll repeat it over and over and over in his head until he seems like an innocent
As long as
victim.
What I'm saying might help another girl or guy, then that's fine. I'm cool with that and makes me feel a lot better.
Oh, Daniel, I am unsure how we keep on ending up here. Oh, wait, I remember now. It's because of this dude and this. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong picture. This dude. Yeah, they've created some drama. But right now, I need to talk to you about your relationship or ex-relationship with Maya. So I really hope that everyone here can hear me out, because today we are going to be talking about Mr. Repzion and his ex Maya, what happened in their relationship, and my thoughts on how the internet has reacted to all of this. All I ask is that you please hear the entire video before you go and write your hate comments to me down below. Okay. And also you too, Daniel, before you go and cancel me with my live journal from 2005. Okay? Let's roll intro and just get right into it. According to Wikipedia, Daniel Sulzbach was born on December 5th, 1991. He's better known online as Mr. Repzion or just Repzion. He's an American YouTuber from Seattle, Washington State. He's known for a variety of videos on YouTube. His channel could be described as a jack of all trades. There really isn't anything he won't cover or talk about. He used to run a successful series called Facepalm Sunday, which was sadly halted when the adpocalypse hit in 2017, demonetizing all of his content. His early videos on YouTube stemmed from his conversion out of religion. On July 29th, 2012, he made a video titled Saying Goodbye to Religion, where he announced he was leaving Christianity. I myself had left Christianity right around the same time, and I remember watching this video and agreeing with a lot of what Daniel was saying. And that's what got me to start watching Mr. Repzion personally. He made several follow-up videos about his experience in the church, from being assaulted, bullied, and eventually outcasted due to his belief in theist evolution. The priest who had baptized me, gave me my first communion, first confession, etc. since I grew up Catholic, had actually been charged when I was in high school for assaulting some people that I went to school with growing up. And so when Daniel talked about that, again, I was there watching all of his videos. During this time, he fell into the addiction of self-harm and went into therapy for recovery. He has a total of 1,400 plus videos on his main channel. Daniel became a Christian at age 5 when his mother expressed that unless he became a believer in Jesus Christ, he would burn in hell for eternity. To any 5-year-old, the concept of hell is terrifying. Growing up in a Christian household and being homeschooled created a repressed childhood, one that ultimately affected him in his teenage years when he left religion. Most of his childhood was spent at home making trails in the woods, building tree houses, hiking, airsoft, and only socializing with other church children on Sundays and Fridays. While he endured love and acceptance from his mother, his father, on the other hand, hated Daniel for asking serious questions about Christianity. Many of these conversations resulted in verbal abuse from his father, expressing his disappointment and hatred that his son would even doubt his religious beliefs, much less question them. Daniel's father never supported Daniel using YouTube as an outlet for expression, something he never had growing up. He was kicked out of his home by his father for the YouTube content he published on his channel against Christianity at the age of 21. He's got the daddy issues trope. The development of his YouTube channel stemmed from his inability to express his feelings, thoughts, and doubts about religion. In fact, some of his first videos were attempting to share the good news of Jesus Christ and his personal walk with Jesus. In 2015, Daniel's father had a stroke, causing him permanent brain damage. This brain damage actually turned off part his brain chemistry in such a way that his father was no longer resentful, hateful, or abusive in any way. His father had a complete change in personality, something that even strengthened his parents' marriage. I am assuming that Daniel helped write or wrote most of this himself, and therefore is okay with sharing this information publicly. He has also talked about it a lot on his YouTube channel, so again, he will share it publicly. Daniel now has a strong, loving relationship with his father. Good to hear. But then he lost the daddy issues trope. In 2017, Daniel's father was diagnosed with stage 2 pancreatic cancer. During this time, Daniel went back to school to pursue a trade degree in welding technology due to the YouTube demonetization, since YouTube was no longer financially viable. And one thing that Daniel also did at that time, which I thought was pretty cool, was he was actually advocating that younger people go and get an education, especially in the trades. And there were no YouTubers out here that were really advocating go get your education. And Daniel having such a large reach and him doing that, I thought it was pretty cool. On June 25th, 2011, Repzion made his first video towards another popular YouTuber named Onision, titled Shiloh Forgot Me. In this video, Repzion describes the strange behavior of Onision filming his girlfriend having a grand mal seizure. And that is when I unfortunately found out as well who Onision was. After that video, Repzion kept his audience up to date with the strange behaviors and objectifiable things Onision would say and do online. This led Onision to accuse him of stalking and harassment by covering the things he did online. In 2020, Onision took Repzion to court under false allegations of harassment and cyberstalking. The case was dismissed by Onision himself once he found out Repzion had legal representation. You can of course go and watch that. I'm not going to go through all of that. But for those that are unaware, Repzion had a very big hand in going to Chris Hansen and getting Chris Hansen to listen about Onision and everything that went on with that, and trying to get Onision to take a seat with Chris Hansen. This was in 2019, and I had just begun a YouTube channel. I had just found out about Chris Hansen owing his TCAP community almost $90,000 for a startup fee and ripping them off. Daniel and I got into a beef because I did a video similar to the one of Kales Brown asking him to speak on the Creepshow art and explaining that a little bit to him. I was asking him to speak on Chris Hansen ripping off people in the TCAP community. He got extremely angry at me on Twitter and sent all of his followers after me. Repzion and Keemstar had some drama some years ago when Keemstar said on Twitter that he couldn't wait to report YouTuber Total Biscuit 1 death of cancer. Total Biscuit was one of Repzion's favorite content creators. Upset that Keemstar would say something that terrible, he made a tweet in response to Keemstar, making an off-color joke about his daughter not receiving enough attention from her father, thus may have a future in the sex industry. Keemstar has since held a grudge for years towards Repzion, despite Repzion apologizing to him for his joke. On September 6, 2016, Repzion made a response video to another YouTuber by the name of Grade A Under A. Grade A Under A accused Repzion's channel of not being advertiser friendly, whereas Daniel's original video on the subject of demonetization showcased that videos of his that contained no controversial content or profanity, etc., were still being demonetized. On May 24th, 2014, Repzion uploaded a video titled Addressing Respect It in response to a very old video he uploaded in 2009 of him expressing that he was going to commit S at age 21. On March 18th, 2016, Repzion uploaded a video titled The FBI Visited Me Today. Anita Sarkeesian does not deserve threats. In this video, he explains that the Seattle FBI visited him due to someone writing up a bogus bomb threat to a university that Anita Sarkeesian was speaking at. Anita Sarkeesian is a radical feminist who created a web series about sexist tropes in video games, along with creating a Kickstarter campaign for her video game series. Repzion made an entire series responding and debunking her overall claims that video games are sexist. I'm sure a lot of people remember the Anita Sarkeesian video game stuff. Gamergate. A hacker known as Lizard Squad hacked YouTube on November 23rd, 2017, terminating Repzion's channel for about 10 hours. And this is according to Repzion himself. People thought this would be the end of YouTube until it was found that a hacker terminated multiple big channels. Even Conan O'Brien, apparently. He has made a video addressing the situation. He also had a retired gaming channel that was called Humanoid Reptile, which may be where he got his name Repzion from. He is also known for making videos with The Amazing Atheist and Matthew Santoro. In 2013, YouTube had their second YouTube Next Up competition. Out of thousands of submissions, he was one of 30 winners chosen. He won a $3,000 cash prize, $4,000 worth of production equipment, and a 2-week-long creator camp at YouTube Space LA to film the projects. He won alongside notable YouTubers Emmy Maiden, Japan, and Peter Hollins. His first video was December 20th, 2009 on his YouTube channel, and right now he has over 700,000 subscribers. And that is a little bit of a background on who Repzion is. There are a lot more dramas that involve Daniel Sulzbach, Mr. Repzion, but I want to get into the things that involve what we are going to be discussing later on in this video. As I stated, Onision was taking Repzion to court, but the case got dropped. We won't get into all of that tea. I am sure that all of you are aware there is a lot of coverage on this out there. Strange things were happening with Chris Hansen and his assistant Vincent and Gene Anonymous on Twitter, and the Hansen vs. Predators website went down. There was some hacking accusations, and eventually it came out that Chris Hansen was screwing everyone over so that he could make an episode of Onision on Dateline, and there was a lot of drama surrounding all that Repzion was also very much involved in. I hope Chris sues me because I'll have it all funded. There will be no libel or slander in my upcoming video. Chris is the one going around telling people I'm currently dating a minor when she's 22. Keep defending Boomer Chris. His gray pubes will be burned off soon enough. Ha 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 ha. I mean, a bunch of us tried to warn all of you and you said that we were just crazy, but what do I gotta say about it? Not much anymore. How's that FBI investigation going? I want to take a moment and just briefly discuss Colton. Colton is a stalker. He has been stalking Repzion. He has briefly stalked Steve DeLive, whatever. And he has also stalked myself. There were some accusations where Colton had released some pictures of Repzion's girlfriend Maya. It then came out that she was possibly doxing people along with his help. There was apparently a suicide cry once again, and a lot of drama surrounding that. Myself and It's Not Rocket Surgery did a little bit of coverage on it, but Colton ended up threatening It's Not Rocket Surgery to the point where she no longer felt safe online, and then kind of went off the internet. Wasn't too pleased about it, so I honestly am just trying to stay out of all that mess. There's some rumors out there that Repzion sells pictures of his feet. He does have an OnlyFans account, if anyone wants to know about that.
I cannot judge you if you are into that.
Go look at his OnlyFans, okay? I don't care. I'm not into that stuff. Have fun. There has been a lot of drama surrounding Repzion and his stuff with Chris Hansen. Again, I highly recommend you go and watch Chris Hansen's videos on that, Repzion's videos on that, and the other coverage out there. I do not personally want to spend too much time on that, since I feel like a bunch of us tried to warn everyone and they just ignored us and then tried to cancel us online. Okay. But it is fair to say that during this time, it did come out that Repzion and Maya were having some problems. She had apparently cheated on him. There was talk about a possible abortion. Again, I don't think that information should all be public, and we will get into that. But it did come out that she had cheated on him, they had broken up for a brief time, and then he took her back. They had apparently been dating for about 5 months when this occurred. It's fair to say that Repzion got most of his fame by covering The Onion, Onision, but he also got a lot from doing a lot of videos about himself and what was going on in his personal life. If you want more information on Repzion's background or his dramas, you can go and watch other people, but I do want to get into what I was making this video to really truly discuss now. So without further ado, let's get into that. I am going to put a trigger warning now, because going forward, there will be non-stop talk of abuse, DV, so just be aware of that. But I'm sure if you made it this far, then you gonna be good.
I'm Repzion's ex.
Maya Moore is a social media influencer who also makes money by promoting various products on her Instagram, and she makes money on OnlyFans. But she is most famous for being Repzion's ex. She is now 23 years old, and she claims that she met Daniel when she was 9 years old. He told her to return when she was of age, and when she was 17, almost 18, they began to talk again. Everything seemed to change in their relationship between 2020 and 2021, and suddenly on social media, there was a post made by Maya that Repzion Daniel responded to. Finally starting to go public a little bit about the abuse that I went through for the last 3 years of my life since I was 19. I was in an awful relationship that I was trapped in. He met me when I was 9 in blog TV. He told me to come back when I was of age. And when I was 17, he started talking to me. He then flew me out when I was 19. And back in the States, this man has stolen 3 years of my life. And this past year, since I got away, I enrolled in school with a 4.0. My relationship with my family is amazing, as he tried to ruin that as well and isolate me from every single person besides his friends or his family because he wanted control over my life. He's a famous YouTube, or R, use that term loosely, and manipulates his entire platform of audience. He would manipulate his audience into thinking or saying a certain thing about me. There was countless of times where he would hurt himself really bad, and he would film a YouTube video and would enjoy the speculation that I did it, even though damn well he did it to himself and other people saw it. I don't know the person I was anymore. I only know the person that he made me to be. And after therapy, And this past year, I finally know who the fuck I am. I'm doing so fucking well. And I'm so glad that I am away from you, Daniel Solzback. You've abused me and stole 3 years of my life away. You've ruined relationships for me. You isolated me that I had nobody but you in your nasty, dark apartment. There's so many awful things you did to me over the years and you did to others. And you would manipulate the situation, but I know who I am. I'm a badass bitch, and I won't ever be in that situation again with anybody. And most off, I won't ever be silenced. I don't give a shit who believes me because I believe myself. My family believes me because they witnessed it in real life. Friends have witnessed it. And even when I used to work at my old job, when I would come into work, they would witness it. You can call me crazy, but you cannot call everybody that saw something happen crazy. I know what the fuck I went through, and I won't ever be silenced. Now Daniel's response. Time will reveal all, organizing things as we speak. She's allowed to vocalize however she feels, but know this, I will not allow slander to prevail. I've been sitting on evidence that can easily debunk every single claim she has made that is filled with her admission of revenge P, her admission of domestic V towards me, her admission of cheating on me, etc. I also have documented video and audio of her threatening to take her own life when I told her I was moving out because of the DV. I have documented audio of her admission of cheating and using me for money. I also shared with several YouTube commentators back in 2020 the audio of her talking behind my back, saying revolting comments about my body and how she can't wait to cheat on me. I have every single payment receipt from PayPal and Cash App where I tried to help set her up in a new apartment, along with a contract I wrote her that promised I would help her get set up in a new apartment when I moved out. I have text messages from her from May to June of this year of her begging me for money. Why would you ask and continuously beg for money from someone who abused you? Why, even after we broke up, did you ask me to follow you on all of your social media? And I said absolutely not. I have all of these things documented with evidence, but do not want to release or post these to the public unless I am forced to do so. I value privacy, and in doing this publicly, I would have to go through what these last few months of therapy has helped me emotionally recover from. If I was to post this stuff or make a video format, it would go semi-viral. The things she has said and done, and there is evidence of, is astronomical. I have done everything in my ability to try to help this woman, who in turn thinks I am a villain who somehow abused her. I have not, and such claims are false. I know I was not perfect in the relationship, but the claims of grooming, and we started talking when she was 9, are false. And there is a 5 to 6 year difference in age. I was born December 5th, 1991. She was born in November of 1997. You can use the Wayback Machine to see when I streamed on Blog TV. The timeline doesn't make sense, along with the fact that I didn't even have an online presence at age 14 to 15. I lived with my parents with monitoring software and a 2-hour internet limit per day in the middle living room of my house. Here, a link. I was also dating someone else at 15 while religious. This is all I will say for now, but there's a shit ton of evidence already out there on her blatantly contradicting her stories and accusations. I'm going to post Belle, Maya's now ex-friend, who she was very close with, who can back me up in everything I'm saying, as my ex confided in her in everything I'm telling you now. Belle was the middle woman of our relationship for over 1.5 years. Belle is making a video on Maya as we speak, showcasing a lot of the evidence of her admissions of cheating, lying to me, bragging about how good of a boyfriend I am, among many other things. I suggest looking through Belle's Twitter replies, as people are already posting statements by my ex herself that do not fall in line with what she's accusing me of. Link. What I will post is this. This is just one of several other admissions of her DV towards me and her other ex-boyfriend. Her admission of posting revenge pee. Link. Me and her. Link. Another ex of hers. Link. I know how the internet works, and I'm really not ready to blast and post all of this stuff publicly unless I'm forced to do so. To think all I did was post a picture of my new relationship and it started these ridiculous accusations because she can't let go that I've moved on from her abuse, narcissism, and manipulation. She had me strung by the balls for too long, and I'm happy I've come out stronger because of it and grew a pair to finally leave. Belle is making a video from start to finish on this whole ordeal, which I may or may not follow up with my own video if push really comes to shove. I won't monetize the video if I do. You did though. But I'll be honest, that will only be a last resort. This is all I will say for now. Cheers and appreciate the support. I will always be transparent. Things as best as I can, On November 4th, 2021, Repzion uploaded a video titled "A Message to My Ex-Girlfriend," in which he made wild claims about Maya. The video has been viewed over 70,000 times. In the video, he revealed that the couple broke up in 2020 but got back in 2021 and then got separated later. It's a 2-hour-long video with Repzion showing fans the text messages, audio, and video recording between him and his ex-girlfriend. He also accused Maya of physical assault and cheating. Maya took to Instagram and wrote, "You can make as many videos as you want about me while screaming at your camera after my birthday. It won't ever change the fact of what I went through and what real-life friends and family witnessed. Thanks for the publicity, though. You won't ever bring me down again." Later on Twitter, she accused Repzion of manipulation and said, "Daniel has a very big gift, if you will, of taking a situation that is happening and turning himself into an innocent victim."
Repzion's ex. I want to clarify something. I understand the narrative about me. And honestly, totally fucking fine. None of you know what the fuck I went through. Seriously. None of you know. The only person that knows is Lizzie, who was there, and people in my Discord community / Skype. The Skype community is the Discord community. They moved. What I'm trying to say here is you guys don't understand. Okay, and I understand that I'm trembling over my words. It's because this situation doesn't, it's not fun for me. You think this is fun for me? It's not. People are, everybody always says nasty shit about me. So why would I want to speak out about something so serious that I know people are going to hate about me on? Why would I do that to myself? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And people telling me, oh, she needs help, this and that. I got help so that way when I got away and I was unable to unravel my brain.
I'm doing this simply to take my power back. I'm not scared of some fucking public figure with influence anymore. I'm not. As long as what I'm saying might help another girl or guy, then that's fine. I'm cool with that and makes me feel a lot better. You guys don't have to fucking hate them. You guys don't have to fucking like them. I don't give a shit what you do. I really don't. You don't give a shit what I do, so why do I care what you do?
People that believe it, you guys are eating it up. And I don't give a shit if you don't believe me. I really don't. But I would appreciate if you stop drinking the Kool-Aid. This guy isn't good.
I know, it's a lot. Are you still with me? Now let's talk about how the rest of the internet reacted and why I believe that all of this is just a really big problem.
People that believe it, you guys are eating it up. I don't give a shit if you don't believe me. I really don't. but I would appreciate if you stopped drinking the Kool-Aid.
Just saying that, like, here, I'll give you money to put you up and stuff. The other thing that you passed was like an email he had with his lawyer, and he advised him to do this. He was like, this is probably the best way to resolve the situation, because like breaking the lease will cost more money than if you just offer her the $5,000 and fly her out to wherever she wants to go.
I, Daniel Solback, will provide one-way first-class ticket to Las Vegas for Maya Moore and pay for her pet flight fee. What the fuck?
It sounds like she was under a lot of distress, having everything paid for, and
yeah, it kind of seems like fucking Repzion's just kind of like bowing down and giving her like everything. Why the fuck is she acting like she was a victim in any shape or form? She seems like she was calling the shots. I will provide a dresser, bed, desk, PS5, mattress, chair, cat box, supply of cat litter, supply of dog food.
Is this a divorce or just a regular breakup?
Wait, what was it, Steve? Was it a divorce or a breakup?
it was a breakup. Check your DMs, and you can see how she signed it.
Okay. I'm scared. Maya. Oh my god, Maya, what the fuck? Okay, so I heard around the grapevine that this bitch was fucking insane. I heard that. I heard around, I didn't know she was actually fucking insane, right? So this is Maya Moore's signature. Whatever the fuck this is. Right there, nice little scribbles right there. That's good shit, good shit. Look at this, Steve. Look at this shit. What is this shit? This bitch is fucking insane. The fuck? To quote the great tipster.
Did you ever read those books, like the series of unfortunate events, and like they get away with some legal loophole because they sign it with their left hand? I don't know if she was trying to do that, maybe.
Which is fucking insane, dude. And he's just fucking giving her everything. Rent, utilities, and internat are Maya Moore's responsibility. Once signed, this contract is non-negotiable. Okay. Well, that's fucking insane. So is that, like, pretty much all there is to it? Like, the cut and dry a bit? Sure there's more, isn't there?
There's a little bit more, I guess you could say, happening maybe behind the scenes. I don't know if anything will come of it. I don't know what I can say about it. Let me just hold on a second.
It's a fucking... People are like, this looks like a fucking divorce paper.
Well, it's like, okay, if you've ever seen, I don't know, shows where they evict people, like, this is, like, kind of thing. If someone's, like, squatting, it's easier to just offer them a sum of money to leave.
Who's Belle DeMasi, Steve?
So, this is Repzion's friend. Maya confided a lot of stuff in her.
Oh, great.
And she defended Maya last year. I remember, like, I was fighting with this bitch about, the fuck were we fighting about?
Steve, you fight with everyone. What are you doing?
What do you mean? I don't fight with Maya. Yet. But like...
Yet.
Yeah, no, because she was defending, Maya be like, oh, there was CP, but there wasn't CP. Pretty sure she was doing that. She was doing something else. I just remember having problems with this person, and then all of a sudden now she's like, Maya's evil.
Did you watch this?
I think so. I think she's just basically saying, like, I have receipts proving otherwise.
Wait, watch. Let's watch.
Hey guys, so Maya just uploaded a video to Twitter, and I was gonna hold off on making a video until tomorrow when I made my YouTube video. However, she just said some things that I just cannot help myself but to address. She keeps whining about how nobody understands except Lizzie and the Skype community. Let me just break this down for everybody, including Maya. Lizzie was not there the entire time. I don't even think Lizzie was aware that you were going to cheat on Daniel with Adrian.
Well, okay, so Maya's a fucking cheater, right?
I mean, I guess you could say that. There's receipts showing that. I mean, she's told me that Lizzie wasn't there, and that she's gonna.
Oh my God, Steve. You know what? I'm feeling like maybe this chick deserves a video herself. From the Sen, you know, gotta lay down the law a little bit there. I don't know. What do you think, Steve? What do you think? You think it's
you can do whatever you want.
You do whatever you want, man. Don't go get mad. Hell yeah.
I disavow this whole stream. I disavow what I'm doing right now.
I disavow, guys. It's not okay. It's not okay. All right. Let's just keep going. I'll say so. Okay. So for now, all we know is Maya is a cheating thotty. Okay.
Random guy you met from OnlyFans.
Jesus Christ.
The Skype community, you have in detail explained to me how toxic they were, and that was the same community that you released the revenge porn to, that Daniel so desperately tried to get you away from to better you as a person, because they are the root of a lot of your problems, and they seem like shitty people just like you. That's first and foremost. Second of all, I just want to say that
worse. I'll say Moxbot.
Oh my God!
You're claiming that Daniel is this person that is gaslighting you. Basically, he's rearranging your reality, and you got lots of help, and now you're able to see things for what they are. Maya, you begged to be with Daniel, but you cheated on him.
Oh.
And after you cheated on him, you claim that the man that you cheated on him with took advantage of you to try to manipulate him into staying with you.
Oh, God.
And now that you guys are broken up and that you see Daniel is finally moving on, you are now trying to manipulate everyone else into thinking that he's an abuser. But you didn't break up because you were being abused. You were broken up with because you cheated on him. And that is it. So I don't know who really doesn't understand that. I mean, I 100% understand that. He 100% understands that. You understood that until what? A couple days ago when you saw him promote his new girlfriend's art? Get a fucking grip and get off the fucking internet, Maya. You need serious fucking help.
Oh my goodness. That's fucking brutal, man. Sure, Maya more.
I'd be like, yeah. But, like I said, I used to fight with this bitch about Maya all the time. She used to go to bat for her stuff. I mean, it's weird.
Wait, why did fucking Repzion cross out his name on this, but then on the previous tweet he left it up? Like, it's weird.
No, I think he crossed out his lawyer's name.
Oh, okay. Dan, I'm troubled by your situation. What the next months will bring, that will be... Wait, hold on. Let me make sure people can see this. Okay. Dan, I am troubled by your situation, and what the next months will bring, that will be unpredictable. These are your options as far as I can understand. Live together until the end of the lease. When the lease is up, you will still be faced with the problem what to do with Maya and her animals. So you're both on the lease. If the apartment is not turned back to the landlord, blah, 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 you're on the hook. It will cost you $7,000. Jesus fucking Christ. $7,000 to break the lease?
Yeah, but it's easier to pay her the $5,000.
Oh my God. She needs to move back to her parents and address her. Oh my fucking God. I believe this is the best option for her parents to support her and get reestablished like before she moved. Oh God, she's from Chicago. Don't be guilted. Oh my God, she's from Chicago. If they love her, note the quote. Love you and praying for you. Okay. No, this is his. Okay, whatever. I don't fucking know, dude. What else? By the way, she asked for the PS5 and returned. I'd take the cat Dennis, which we got together. It's not her cat. She has a cat already. Best fucking choice she ever made. I love Dennis. Bitch is fucking crazy, dude. She's crazy. She just...
So is every bitch. So, I don't know what the big deal is, really.
You know...
I just, if anyone starts believing her, I gotta come in and be like,
This all makes sense now. She
cheated,
he booted her, and now she claims abuse.
Crow's
Classic.
got this.
If this is what happened.
Got this.
Yeah, it seems pretty reasonable, pretty on the money. Thanks, Ari.
I'll address a couple things that I think need to be addressed, but I'm mainly focused. I wanna kill Colton. That's all I want.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, thank you for saying that on my stream. Appreciate that. Do you want to give me money, Steve, before we get off the air?
No, dude, I'm broke. I don't have any money left.
Alright. Oh, that's great, Steve. That's amazing.
Instant flashback to Repzion's Onision vids. Same.
Link drop, link drop.
Oh, I'm aware she's no saint and has done her own fair share of bad things, but in this instance, I'd side against the grown adult whom went for a teenager whom he met when she was 9. He didn't have any communication between year 9 to 17. I think it's interesting that people are siding with her instead of asking the tough questions, cause I'm telling ya, the abuser title is not belonging to Repzion. Dude's always been a little weird. His mask just finally slipped. Except her timeline is drastically off.
Link drop.
Thanks for the info. Regardless, telling a 9-year-old come back when you're of age and then hitting her back up when she was still underage is not a good look. Whether or not the abuse allegations are true or not, he's not some completely innocent victim here. There's fuck-ups on both sides. But I'm not going to exactly stand by a grown adult who knowingly was talking to someone who was underage. Read it and weep.
Link drop.
Woo! Booyah, bitch! Dan blocked her for inappropriate advances while she was underage. I believe she was in her late teens at the time. They then reconnected later in life when she was over 18. Maya was obsessed and wouldn't say no. Let's he clear. She pursued him, not the other way round. Currently, she's in her mid-20s while Dan's in his late 20s. There was nothing inappropriate. I have witnessed the abuse she has put Dan through. Dan is the victim of physical, sexual, and mental abuse. Maya knows Dan's triggers and weaknesses, and she exploits them. Dan kicked her out after she made it clear she has no intention to stop sleeping with other men. She has spoken many times glowingly about how well he treats her, gives her whatever she wants, almost taking that as a given. He won't do anything about her shitfuckery because he's a doormat and she'll destroy him if he ever left. Maya has no evidence of anything bad from him and has carried out a vendetta against him ever since she lost her golden ticket. Maya is a lying, manipulative, shit cunt of a person with nothing to support her claims. She is a liar, cheater, abuser, and manipulator. Any claims made by either side should be supported by evidence. Seems the one throwing accusations is Maya. We should see receipts before we accept anything as fact. I'm not a fan of Daniel, but this is sus as fuck. She is known for spreading bad information and manipulating everyone around her. She has released others' nudes. She is just a horrible person. I mean, if it happened and I see proof, I'll eat my words, but honestly, she sounds more like an immature brat. Upset her boyfriend moved on. Link drop. Massey was a friend of both Maya and Repzion, but when all this drama went down, as you saw Steve DeLive and Mr. Sen show us in their incredible live stream. And when this all happened, she very much took Repzion's side and did that video we watched. And after that, she posted, Maya Moore, Repzion's ex-girlfriend, will now proceed to try to slander me as well. She blocked me because she knows that she cannot lie to someone who knows the truth. I support women, of course, but I do not support slander, and I know very well women can also abuse men. That was posted on July 7th, 2021. After that, the internet started to reply to her tweet talking about every single thing that Maya has done wrong since she has been on the internet, and a lot of new drama came out, as well as everything that was old drama getting rehashed again.
Okay, stop kicking me.
Man, who got mad?
Who ended the call?
Well, somebody did.
I don't know.
But there was like 15 people in here, so there was too many people to point.
Hey Maya, so what's the plan to like destroy BB? Because she's gross, man. We gotta take her down.
What do you mean? I already released her news.
Yeah, but what else are we gonna do? We gotta do something bigger than that. We gotta do something.
I can't do any more legal stuff activity on my computer because I already destroyed the other one.
God damn it, man. Well, we just gotta do something really cool.
Mostly everyone appeared to be taking Repzion's side over Maya's. But a few people did call Belle out because she had once stuck up for Maya. Wait, so now all of a sudden you realize this after you being on Maya's side, going after Laura and laughing out loud? It was super dope you guys went after an actual victim, laughing out loud. And didn't budge or even turn a head for it. Glad you got your clout after publicly blaming my girlfriend with Maya, laughing my fat ass off. Don't act surprised now she attacked you. Okay then. Just gonna go back up here and we'll just continue on with this. Although Maya had a lot of controversies, Repzion stayed by her side through all of it. So, to me, this information is only relevant to speak of the character of Maya. However, Repzion has always struggled with some misogyny. He is good at re-victimization, as seen with the Onision victims. Not to mention, Repzion has always struggled with feminism. He seemed to be anti-SJW feminist. Then, there was a video where Repzion even asked his audience to define the word feminism. He claimed he wasn't sure if he was one based on the many definitions of feminism posted online. So he asked his audience to define it. Then there was his response to a feminist calling him out for some things. I'll just put that here. My girlfriend convinced me to keep watching this video despite me tuning out after the first 5 minutes where you say I'm using victim blaming language. I highly disagree with that and really feel like you intentionally misrepresented what I said to take a dig at me rather than understand the full context of the situation, considering she was blaming me for her own choices in life. Everyone deserves safety. I agree with you. Regardless of that, I finished the video and do appreciate the support. Few things I noticed in that comment at 6:50. I was in an arranged marriage when I was a teenager to be married at age 18 by a girlfriend. Extremely religious family. I have a video on my channel about it in more detail. Just plug in. Secondly, in regards to the provider comment, when I've used that term in my head, I've translated it as being a teammate with a partner who we both provide for one another. I know that's not what the word means, but that's the word context I've used. I grew up Southern Baptist. My mom didn't work, and my dad paid for everything and supported all of us. I'm actually not about that lifestyle of living. When I speak of providing, all I mean is helping those and providing for those who I love and care for, and she or he does the same for me. The idea of someone being completely 100% dependent on me actually grosses me out. It's not something I want in a relationship, period. The Southern Baptist religion, which I left at 19, instilled a lot of damaging stereotypes about women, men, family, life, etc., which even now at 29, I'm still slowly deconstructing. Let me be clear here. I do not hate women, and I'm not misogynistic. Hell, I have old content when I was still religious on this channel where I was against abortion. Converting out from something you had more than half your life ingrained into your head isn't easy. I'm a work in progress. That's all I can say. Will always be. It's fair to say that Daniel was a bit of an incel when he began on YouTube. I mean, you gotta know that I also watched this guy's live. Yeah, I also used to watch Drunken Peasants. I'll just cancel myself with Repzion and Maya.
Reconcile their differences about Onision. We don't have to reconcile our differences. If you haven't noticed, Repzion got an email from Onision. Onision's helping Repzion through his tough times. So Repzion and Onision are friends. They're friends.
No, stop! He's not helping me. No.
Because these recent allegations. So we've actually switched sides. So I don't have to reconcile anything.
What about when you told Onision about the allegations?
Yeah, that I'm a rapist or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. we can talk about that.
And I'm going to tell you exactly what went down. I was at Olive Garden with Onision, and he was reading some of the posts that Maya had made that were questionably anti-Semitic. And he said, why do you think Repzion's dating an anti-Semitic girl, or a racist girl? So he said something about that, and I'm like, probably because she's like super hot and way out of his league, and he doesn't care if she's a little anti-Semitic because
way out of his league.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks.
What? That's a compliment.
You realize she came to me, right?
Yeah. It's a compliment. It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
That does not sound like one.
And then he goes, but still, like, he can't get a better girl. And that's when I was like, the only other girl I've heard about Repzion dating was this very, 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 very large girl that I met up with one night. She was like, wanted to take some photos of me on Facebook. She's a photographer. I met up with her and we were talking. We were out, we went to dinner to talk about photography and stuff. And she was like, I actually hooked up with a YouTuber on Tinder once. And he was very aggressive. I don't like talking about it. And she was like, I never said no, but I probably, if I would have spoken up, I should have spoken up. And I was like, oh, that's fucking terrible. She's like, I don't want to say his name. I was like, okay, yeah, no, don't worry about it. And then she was like, so, like, who are some other guys you've worked with out here? And I was like naming off people I knew from Washington. I was like, yeah, I work like Onision, and I was naming off other people. I was like, and Mr. Repzion. I said the Mr.
Mr.
I didn't say the Mr. I said Repzion. I fucking might have said. I don't know what I said. And then when I said that, she was like, and she froze up, and I was like,
she should freeze up because Lena's a lying
She-
bitch.
well,
Never happened.
She was baiting you, but the real question, which you've obfuscated from like you always do, is why'd you tell Onision about it?
because I was saying the only other girl I know he's dated was a big girl.
I never dated this person, though.
She tried
that's
to.
all I knew.
He tried to fucking go on Tinder. He wouldn't hook up with her, so she said he raped her. Lena's a lying slut.
And what's crazy is she DM'd me only 6 months ago on my Twitter DMs asking how I'm doing.
And then
The same
deleted
person.
it, and then she deleted it.
And I
There was
have it though. I have it saved.
I remember what happened. So it was a couple months before that. She messages him and goes, "Hey," and he replies, and I'm on like his phone. We're doing it together, and he goes, "Fuck off! I have a girlfriend," and then we block her, and then 4 or 5 months later, apparently, she got raped by him.
And I was just saying
Bailey
to
the Fridge,
Onision,
spreading that
I was just saying to Onision
Why
how...
Onision, though?
Why
are you talking about him too?
Because he asked.
But what I don't understand is, like, Onision is somebody who exaggerates and, like, takes things that somebody says and completely blows it out of proportion.
I mean, I guess I know that.
Because there's really no dirt
time,
on me
I was just
online.
waiting for my Olive Garden to show up. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was like, I'm hungry. And he's like, so. He's like, so, what do you think about...
Dude, he was probing you.
He was grooming me.
Yeah, so you
And
were
it
groomed by him.
succeeded. It succeeded in the most possible, best way in his advantage.
And literally after I said that...
Mr. Repzion violates girls now.
Literally after I said that...
Mr. Repzion violates people.
Literally after I said that, he goes, you know I have to make a video about this. And I was like,
I believe you. I 100% believe you, too.
I'm like, no, you don't. This is like uncorroborated. Like, there's no way this is gonna come out good because it's like he said, she said, hearsay through me. Like, and I only heard this through a girl, and I'm only saying it right now because this is the only other girl I've even heard Repzion sexually connected to, and I would say Maya is much more hotter than this girl is.
Lena.
I don't want to name.
Don't name names, please.
I was never supposed to even talk about this publicly, and I feel bad that it came out.
You're right. You didn't. I did.
I know, but I feel bad that it came out while I was waiting for my Olive Garden.
If a girl's gonna say my boyfriend raped her, I'm going to out her publicly, and that's the way it is. You should keep your false allegations to yourself.
Here's one.
It is said that Repzion makes about $200,000 a year on YouTube. Maya doesn't make that amount, and she doesn't have the following or clout that Repzion does. So, here is one thing I want to ask all of you. Has this really been a fair fight? Repzion is a very well-known YouTuber. One could even say that the Onision Hansen drama got mainstream media's attention as well. Maya, on the other hand, although a model on Instagram and OnlyFans, is not as well-known or popular, and has never been. We cannot decide who was right or wrong in this relationship. As a survivor of DV myself, I can speak to the fact that both of them were most likely toxic towards each other, and a lot of abuse happens behind the scenes where even their closest family and friends may not have witnessed it. We can sit and speculate who was worse to whom, and the internet can continue to divide and take sides, but is that fair to do? It is fair to say both Repzion and Maya feel abused by the other. It's fair to say their relationship issues were made public by them, so of course people will talk and speculate and take sides. It is not a fair thing to do to the viewers, however, as many of them, I'm sure, are feeling like they also have to take sides. I'm just asking we all take a step back. If both Repzion and Maya are vulnerable and feeling victimized, publicizing everything more would not help either parties in any way. The videos Mr. Sen continuously does, for example, won't help Repzion make a case against Maya or protect him from her apparent false claims. All it's doing is dividing people further and making it so someone who feels victimized is now feeling more attacked, whether that's Repzion or Maya. Both have faced scrutiny for how their relationship played out so publicly online. They are still arguing, copyright strikes have been made, and now Repzion's new girlfriend, Jen, has got in on the drama. This should not be encouraged. This is feeling very creepshow art-esque, and anyone who breaks up and attacks their exes in any way needs to take a step back and ask themselves if it's truly helping the situation. In this case, I personally believe things have got way too far. I do not want Repzion or Maya re-victimized and put on display for years to come like the Onision victims were. Also, we do need to question any content creator who dates younger fans, just as we did Onision, in my opinion, due to the power imbalance that not many people are really realizing existed there. People are also spreading misinformation about abuse. People are making statements about what an abuser looks and acts like when there isn't a one-size-fits-all suit for abusive people. Just please, take a step back when a relationship ends so publicly in this way and ask if messing with people's real lives is worth making tea or drama content. That's all I ask. If I could give Repzion and Maya advice, I would say, Maya, please continue to get help. Lay low from the internet for a while and continue with your schooling, and then return once you are in a better place and tell your story. And then hopefully at that point, you will have a support system that will help you get through it. Repzion, tell Jen to cut it out and ignore Maya and take this drama offline. If the two of you need to settle this in civil court, then do it. But at the moment, it looks as though you and Jen are attacking Maya, and it's unclassy. If Jen truly cared for you, she wouldn't want to instigate your apparent abusive ex. I could just as easily say to you, well, who has their new girlfriend instigate their abusive ex anyway? If Maya was so scary and you feared for your safety, why wouldn't Jen just leave her alone and be scared too? Then please, Repzion, go and get some help for yourself. This time for real. Both Repzion and Maya need professional help to ensure that their toxic behavior towards each other isn't carried out in their next relationship. I hope that's something that everyone can agree on. I believe they both have toxic traits and were probably abusive towards each other. Picking it apart and pointing fingers and gassing up Jen and Maya against each other more will not help this situation at all. I know some of you will say, well, Queen, you just did a whole video on it yourself. You're right. I did. I had to discuss what occurred in the drama in order to make this point here at the end with this message. But enough is enough. Breakups are hard. Publicly, they are even harder. I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't know. I never dated a streamer. Seriously, stop lying about that. So going through abuse accusations and the court of public opinion weighing in must be really dreadful. Let's not do that to them or anyone ever again going forward, okay? Oh, I keep hoping that side of the internet will learn that these topics should not be handled publicly until sorted privately, but we keep doing this. So I hope this time I made my point and you were all willing to listen. I don't know if Repzion or Maya are bad people, but I do know both are younger than I and they can still learn and do better for themselves in the future. So let's hope that they do that going forward. And that is all I really have to say. Thank you for watching the video and for hearing me out. I hope somebody listens. Please do give the video a like, subscribe if you are new here. I would love it if you joined our fabulously amazing members. All the beautiful people do. And you don't want to be an ugly bitch, so press that join button. And no matter where you are or what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulously fabulous, oh fabulous day. Take care. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so when does Repzion cancel me now?